Manila, the bustling capital of our country, is a prime business location, as it is home to 1.78 million people and plenty more as million more to go work here in our capital city. As we walk around in the city, especially here in Taft, you can see numerous businesses, establishments, and kiosks looking to earn a profit. Our goal for this video is to analyze the whys and hows of their decisions, their businesses strategies, and such in terms of our topics efficiency, finance, and game theory. So buckle up. Finance, the backbone of business. In the financial department, business operating expenses tend to fall into several categories. First, employee payments and benefits. Second, rent or lease. Third, utilities. Fourth, insurance premiums. Fifth, taxes and other expenses. Sixth, marketing and advertising expenses. The payments and benefits that a company offers its staff in return for their services are referred to as payouts to employees. This often comprises salaries, wages, bonuses, and other types of pay like commissions, stock options, and profit sharing. Businesses must carefully assess and budget for employee payouts to guarantee that they can meet their financial obligations to their employees while avoiding any potential legal difficulties. In addition to employee pay, businesses that rent commercial space for operations must account for the cost of rent or lease payments. Rent or lease payments are often a predetermined monthly expense that must be paid to the landlord or property owner in exchange for the use of the premises. In order to make sure that they can cover this price on a regular basis, firms should budget for rent or lease payments in advance. Utilities are another expenditure that business owners should consider. The daily operations of the majority of businesses depend on having access to basic utilities including power, water, internet, and phone. Charges for utilities and other things frequently contain these fees. Therefore, it's crucial for businesses to budget for them in order to make timely payment and prevent any delays to operations. These costs are frequently included in utility and other bill invoices. Insurance may also need be taken into account by businesses. Insurance premiums are payments given to insurance firms in order to cover potential losses or liabilities that may happen during business operations.
Additionally, as part of their daily operations, business owners may have to pay a variety of taxes and fees. When certain goods and services are sold, businesses are frequently required to collect sales tax from the client and submit it to the government. Another sort of tax that businesses may be obliged to pay is the income tax, which is often dependent on the business's profits. License fees for permits, certifications, or other legal operating requirements may be required of the enterprises. Property tax, payroll taxes, and employment taxes are among the other taxes and fees businesses must consider. Marketing and advertising expenses are also crucial consideration for businesses because they are required for marketing goods and services and acquiring new clients. These expenses can include the creation and production of marketing materials such as brochures, business cards, and flyers, as well as the payment or web advertisements, social media promotion, and other forms of advertising. In order to prevent any potential legal complications and financial penalties, it is crucial for businesses to precisely calculate and budget for taxes and fees. This can be accomplished by maintaining meticulous records and working with a licensed accountant or tax professional to guarantee compliance with all applicable rules and regulations. Businesses can manage their finances more effectively and keep clear of any unpleasant surprises or setbacks by budgeting for these costs and making the necessary plan.
When a group of people or resources must execute a collection of tasks, and each task necessitates a specific level of work or expense, the situation is known as an assignment problem. To assign work to people in a way that reduces overall cost or increases overall benefits is the aim. The Hungarian method is a maximizing technique that entails compiling a matrix of the costs and advantages of each potential work assignment to certain people. The best assignment that maximizes the overall benefit or reduces the overall cost is then found by manipulating the matrix. Let's imagine that a new retail establishment selling a range of goods such as apparel, footwear, accessories, and gadgets is opening on Taft Avenue. In order to increase overall sales revenue, the store manager must distribute workers across the several departments. The manager can produce a matrix outlining the costs or advantages related to each potential assignment of workers to department using the Hungarian method.
The numbers show that the sales revenue that each employee and each department has generated. The employee should be assigned to a department in a way that maximizes their overall sales revenue. After we manipulate the matrix may look like this. You must decrease the matrix using the Hungarian method by first subtracting the minimum value from all values in each row, followed by the minimum value from all the values in each column. The reduced matrix would look like this. Next, make the line span the entirety of the matrix's zeros in order to hide the zero in cell 1, 2. You can first draw a line between row 1 and column 2, then another line through row 2 and column 1 to cover cell 2, 1. The lines drawn through rows 1 and 2 and columns 1 and 2, respectively, have already covered the zeros in cells 3, 3, and 4, 1, respectively. You must locate an uncovered zero because the matrix only has 4 rows and 2 drawn lines. You can assign Johann to electronics since cell 1, 4 has the lone uncovered zero. After that, search for a zero in the same row or column as the designated employee. Only cell 44, which is already covered by a line, has a zero in the same column as Johann. Another undiscovered zero must be sought after. Assigning Sisinio to shoes is possible since cell 22 has the next uncovered zero. Search for a zero in the same column as Sisinio right now on cell 24, which is already surrounded by a line. There is just one other zero on the same row as Sisinio. Another undiscovered zero must be sought after. You can allocate Wencarll to accessories since cell 43 has the next exposed zero. Search for a zero in the same row or column as Wencarll to finish. Only cell 33, which has already been covered by a line, has a zero in the same column as Wencarll. As of right now, you have allocated every employee to the department in a way that lowers overall expenses. We can assign them by Johann in electronics, Sisinio in shoes, Gavin in clothing, and Wencarll in accessories.
The LSU is home to around 20,000 students, while the LRT-1 is one of the busiest public transportation lines in the country, serving 216,667 passengers on average last year, with the two being close to each other, with Vito Cruz station being just a couple meters away from St. La Salle Hall. No wonder this place receives so much foot traffic. In terms of efficiency at play, we can see the shortest spot being utilized by businesses all over Taft. Businesses located near Vito Cruz can have the upper edge over businesses farther away from this place.
For example, the two coffee shops, Starbucks and Tim Hortons, are on opposite ends in an intersection. People coming from the side of Vito Cruz would likely pick Starbucks as they would no longer need to cross an intersection. The Starbucks would also gain the favor of those living in the nearest condominiums. Tim Hortons, on the other hand, would be favored by those living on the other side, and those living in the condominium it's located in, R Square Mall. The same goes with convenience stores, laundromats, and food places. That said, it's not always so black and white. The shortest path isn't the only factor on how customers decide where they want to eat, shop, and do services at. If you notice whenever you walk by Agno, you'll notice that the food court is filled to the brim with students, while the Brothers Burger, right by the exit, only has a few customers most of the time. This is most likely due to the prices of the burger place being quite high. With this topic in mind, we get to game theory at work.
So prices are the way competition is being done in the world of business. People are always going to consider price, but they're also going to consider quality, although usually prices can weigh more in the grand scheme of things that make the customers decide. Especially here in Taft, as students usually tend to save money. The price competition can be thought of as a game. For example, near Vito Cruz are two Starbucks on opposite ends. This move to put two Starbucks makes sure that the Starbucks gains an upper hand in capturing coffee customers from the nearby universities and train station. Just this year, a new tiny coffee place outside U-Mall popped up and is somehow competing with the Starbucks. The coffee in Tomo Coffee is priced half compared to the prices in Starbucks. So in this battle of the prices, the Tomo Coffee shop gains an upper hand in terms of the quality and taste. It's pretty evenly matched as both use espresso-based drinks like lattes and Americanos. And we typically go to the service and its purpose, and that's where the two can find a split in the share of customers. Starbucks popularized coffee as an experience, meaning that a coffee shop is something to be enjoyed, a place to share experiences in, and it's both a work and a social hub. Meanwhile, Tomo Coffee is a kiosk that aims to serve good, affordable coffee on the go. The first one is favored by students or people looking for a place to work in while drinking good coffee, while the latter is favored by people who are looking for a quick, good, affordable coffee while they go to their classes or work. In this situation, we find that Nash equilibrium where the two found its most optimal business strategies to gain an edge in their competition.
After discussing all examples, we can clearly see how businesses use the three ideas: finance, efficiency, and game theory in order to run their businesses, gain profit, and how they compete with each other. Keep in mind that our examples for the ideas are not exclusive to them alone. All businesses utilize everything discussed in any way, shape, or form. Thank you.